What is wrong with us that we would sabotage our own empowerment and our own awareness? What are people so afraid of? What are you afraid of? I really don't get it. And I think I got to credit the Catholic Church for scaring the hell out of a lot of people with their stories about how you suffer as soon as you get near God and you go broke and all this other kind of nonsense. None of that's the truth. None of it. It's just the opposite. All your suffering starts to evaporate. Life is pain, but suffering's optional. And suffering comes from not listening to your guides. All roads lead us back to intuition. You are wired to receive the same data that I get. There is no difference between you and me. The difference is a matter of how I trust what I cannot see, how you don't. Okay? Maybe the difference has a lot to do with what it is I inherently believe, or that because I heard a guide from the time I was a child and never not heard it. But you don't need any of that to ignite your gut instinct, which is your very first encounter with your intuition, is your gut instinct. And that is up and running from the time you're a child. That's your survival intuition. So I want you to think of this as job, career, vocation. That's the job level of intuition. Okay? That's its working mechanism. Because the non-physical world, it's in their best interests to keep you alive and on your path, to keep you doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, there's no way I can prove a thing about what I'm about to say, but I know it's the truth. And that every one of your lives matter more than you'll ever know, but not from the point of view you think. Not from the point of view you think. I don't know how it is we feed into the great tapestry of all that is. I don't know. All I know is if we tamper with that tapestry, we're held accountable. Now that says a lot. We're held accountable. Now, intuition, gut intuition, is focused on, is this safe? Can I eat this? Now, your guides work through you all the time at that level. You don't know it. You'll never know it. You don't pay attention because you're unconscious. But I'll give you some of the hints. When you get a hint that said, you shouldn't eat that. How many of you have gotten that one? You shouldn't eat this. Where's that coming from? Now, how many have gotten the hint? You should get off your rear end and walk a little bit more. Anybody? This is your guide. This is how an angel works. It can't tell you to do it. Like, they can't lift you up so that you're walking down the street like this, right? It's not allowed. That's not allowed. But what is allowed is to make you feel terrible about yourself. For example, if I wanted you to go to the dentist, I'd press on your bad tooth. So that you eventually think the choice is yours. But that's how heaven gets us to where we're supposed to be, by making a situation untenable. And oftentimes I've said to myself, this is such a mess that only heaven could make a mess this big. This is like such a mess that only heaven could straighten this out. And I want you to keep that in mind, that at all times you're being guided. It doesn't matter. Remember, heaven's not in the business of caring what you want. It's about what you have to do and what you're under contract to do. And that can mean everything. Like if you've got a beautiful singing voice, someone told me in the ladies' room that she was a singer. You have a beautiful singing voice if that's needed, but where is it needed? Maybe you need to sing at hospice care. Maybe you need to be part of the threshold singers that help people cross over. You have no idea where best your talents are needed, but heaven does. And what I give you truly, truly is a jewel for your pocket, is that it's heaven's compass that you want to follow, not your own. And when you keep running into walls, like things are not working, I've tried this again and again and again and again, and it's not happening, it's not working. That, do you not get? That's heaven saying, we're not working with this project. We're not working with this. So you can keep doing this because it's up to you. You can keep doing it. You can rework it. You can do this, you that, but it's not gonna happen. Okay? And this comes through gut. And when you mess with your gut, like I did when I was insisting that I had a book in me, because I wanted to help my publishing company out. I felt like I was in a delivery room and everybody was screaming push, but I'd never been pregnant. And I learned through that experience. I'm not a stupid person. I take one good bash and I'll get it. I learned that if heaven's not ready, you're not going anywhere.